Fate's not on my hand.
Revelio.
I've read it got capable of defending themselves. It's exhausting, standing here all day waiting.
I know, I'm not hearing things.
You're going to regret that.
Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Repulsor. Levioso. Accio. Repulsor. Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Lavender. Revelio. Levioso. after you. Settle yourself, I mean you no harm. Could this be Mr. Oakes's campsite? Revelio.
Go and patrol.
Revelio. Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Always my turn for patrol.
Another human?
Never anything interesting around here.
Focus to tell us. Revelio. Now, to find out what happened here. Revelio. Confringo. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Mr. Oakes's trade journal. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Lumos. Revelio.
Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching. Enough dumb beasts for everyone.
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now, to find the crooked...
Nothing to poach in area. I'm always given the dull task. I never... You dare say one of my own!
I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Levioso. Reparo. Reparo.
Betting on the dragon.
Revelio.
Best decision I've made yet. Betting on the dragon is the best decision I've made yet.
A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
No! What have you done? What have you done? I'm sure it's a bit hard. I think you're gonna move up. Stop thinking around like a pennyweight. No, too hard. This isn't a fair fight. No!
Revelio. 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 And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here. Ha! Confringo! Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio. Revelio. Confringo! Ha! Ha! Prepare.
The area's still clear. If anybody cares.
Revelio. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. This looks like trouble. Revelio.
I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Revelio. Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes. Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. What will we find in here? Revelia.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us. It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Some.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. Revelia. Hello, Amora. You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelia.
A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. Not your best moment, I fear.
I was right not to be worried about
Unfortunate disappointment. Is that the best you can do?
such arrogance.
I shall avenge your death. You won't get away with that.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? Revelio. Revelio.
You can count on that. Such arrogance. I'll bury you in the deepest vault. You don't have
Almost. Revelio. Revelio.
Pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down there. She took us to tell us. Revelio.
Come to an agreement if you'll just set me free.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes's wand. Where could it be? Reparo. Confringo! This door must need power from something. Confringo! Revelio.
One way or another, we'll get what we... Oh. Ah!
Quiet.
Go there.
Get away! You're like some bumblebee. I won't rest. Dead. Impressed?
Still hoping to survive.
One less human to worry about.
Enjoying suffering, do you?
Till your spells glance off of me. You won't stop me. Much less.
Red Rock will unite us.
But then,
Easily diverted. Pity.
Expelliarmus! Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise. Revelio! This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio.
Pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. My last hope, please. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analysing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Revelio.
See myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day.
Revelio.
Human to worry about. How is this happening?
Stupid guy. Confringo. Revelio. I don't like the looks of that encampment. Revelio. Not the best place for an unaccompanied student. Leviosa. Protego. Glad I was never locked up here. Revelio. Revelio.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Revelio. Revelio.
I dream of making a better... They come after me. I'll stick 'em like a nogtail.
Alohomora.
I prefer the latter.
Pharaoh. Professor Howard will never believe this. Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. This is not just a living fear. This is a...
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot, I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you! How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk lumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk lumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her Muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Revelio. Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes? What about?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic, and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Could Bardolph have run off?
No, he'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
I should be going now. Thank you.
I'll not give up hope.
You insolent foreign bastard, you know.
Has the situation with Ranrock's loyalists improved?
I'm afraid not. I fear my brother is only one of many who will have suffered at their hands by the time they move on. If they ever do.
Revelio. Madame Beaumont? Any news regarding your brother Bardolph?
I'm afraid not. He was last seen in his wool jumper, practicing curses with ashwinders near the forest.
What do you have for sale?
Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Ranrock's loyalists won't hold back, not even with a student. Thank you for passing through.
Revelio.
Dingy.
I don't want to try that again.
You'll have to fight eventually. What have you done? How dare!
The beast around here can sleep a bit easier now.
Revelio. Protego!
Who lived here, I wonder? This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Hall clumps while I'm there.
Revelio.
Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Ah, that's all the hall clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio. Confringo! Revelio!
Lumos.
Confringo!
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Arresto momentum. Potato! Confringo! That was a close one. Revelio. Confringo. Here. Also. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Revelio.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back. Revelio. Wonder who lives here. I should investigate. Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. 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 Alohomora.
New instruments are ready.
Ranrock's loyalists have taken hold here.
Revelio. It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Revelio.
stop by. Someone there? Ah!
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Ah, wizards are running scared, as they should be. Wizards are running scared, as they should be. Someone. Hello? One less human to worry about. You're no match for me! Why don't you come up here and... I'll find you!
Take it!
Why? Rat this out! Longer than necessary! I won't rest until you're dead. Showing off, are we? Ooh, this should Stop avoiding me! No! I will make you pay. I won't rest until you're dead. I'll cut you from shoes to chapeau. This is where you will fail. How do you think you are? I will make you pay. I won't rest until you're dead. Someone thinks they can outlast me!
One camp down, one more to go. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio.
will regret coming here.
An utterly pitiful display. Well, this is sad. Really, it is. So, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
I don't break the forest. Who's that?
What was that? Seems so I'm not alone.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other. But I wouldn't give a cup of mushroom stew. Oh, could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Revelio.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Such arrogance. How nice of you to stop by.
One less human to worry about.
I could have sworn I heard something.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Who's there?
You will suffer. I'm afraid of you. You will regret. But you'll pay for that. And you sure.
When are you going to give up?
Well played.
You won't get away.
You don't know who you're playing with. Oh, you think you're... No! Put me down!
You won't get away with that.
Are you quite finished?
Back to the bill!
I won't rest.
Both comes clear. Adam Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Rather up.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
That wasn't too hard. Hello, do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Just exploring the countryside a bit.
Aye. Nice to break the routine now and then. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
And what do you have for sale?
I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Sincerely.
Revelio. Revelio.
If they come after me, they'll rest in their graves. I would say that Irondale is not.
Past the river, near the forest. I must be on the right track.
Yes, they want a bio!
Revelio. Is that Imperius wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardolph. Accio. Fringo. Fringo. Bardolph's green jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Fringo! Revelio. This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next.
Rebellion. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I do have some news of your brother.
Oh, please tell me he's safe.
I'm afraid he's joined the Ashwinders and has no interest in returning.
What? No, this can't be. He was seeking their advice, that's all.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph!
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklums for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello again. Brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Emmett. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Emmett. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Emmett.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. My hands are too cold to use a telescope.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes? What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
I had a feeling there would be a catch to that telescope.
No. I certainly wasn't trying to bribe you or anything. But are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go, then. Lumos! Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Revelio. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Revelio. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Revelio.
More cobwebs.
Revelio.
You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh, no. Not this close to the school, Amit.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Whatever you say, Amit. Whatever you say.
Oh, you wait. You are going to be quoted saying just that. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous, thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.